It's a beautiful morning in the Lord. I just wanted to share something that I received from the Lord last night, right after prayer, and that is that stop receiving fruit if you don't know what tree it came off of. And I say that because we go, especially if you're in America, you go to the grocery store, you buy the fruit, you just expect the fruit to be nourishing to your body. You don't really worry about where the fruit actually came from. Most people don't even wash the fruit off. Most people just buy it and they just eat it once, they might rinse it off with water, but not a lot of thought goes into the fruit that is being consumed. And the same thing goes for spiritually. So I too was someone who was just getting words from these prophet and prophetesses on YouTube, on different social media platforms before I shut all of my other platforms or deactivated all my other accounts. And I was receiving words from these people on YouTube and was not taking into account, I don't know what tree this fruit is coming from. We don't really know these people, and it's so strange because people have this magnifying glass on the pastors and preachers in their area, but they don't put the same magnifying glass on the parasocial ministers and prophets and prophetesses that they see on the internet. So that's really all that I came to say, is that this is what the word meant when it said that people would be blown by every wind of doctrine, and there would be a great falling away. And it's because people are deceived and they believe everything that they hear. And you should not take fruit if you don't know. This could be a completely inorganic, genetically modified word that you're receiving from a person who doesn't even pray, a person who doesn't even know the Lord. And I'm not saying that this is the case with all of the people on the internet who do share the word, because obviously God can use many different ways to get his message spread. But what I am saying is that if you have a parasocial relationship with this minister or person who is claiming to be of God, until you can see the fruit in their life, until you can experience this person for who they actually are, and not the highlights reel that you see on YouTube, that you see on Facebook, that you see on Instagram. But if you could see these people's real life, then you can take fruit from them. And that's why the local church is so important, because you can see in the community what that minister, what that pastor, what he's doing, who his wife is supposed to, or what his wife is doing, how his children are. You'll be able to discern all those things by being able to watch them. But when somebody is in a whole other country, when somebody is in a whole other state, when somebody is in a whole other city, you can't determine what tree they are. You can't determine what spirit they are of. You don't know them, and without being able to experience them for yourself, it's always going to be that way. So I say all this to say, just don't be blown by every wind of doctrine. Stop taking fruit that you don't know and not washing it with testing it by the Spirit. That's how you wash your fruit. That's how you wash the words that you receive. You test every spirit. You try the Spirit by the Spirit before you receive from anyone on the internet, because there are a lot of people who are just like, Simon the sorcerer, who he only wanted the power of God so that he could control the people. And again, not to say that that is the case for all people online, not to say that that is all prophets, prophetesses, chief bishop, whatever title, you have to be able to see people's fruit. And you have to know what tree that fruit is coming from before you accept it as yours. So that's really all that I had to say. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good week in Jesus' name.